Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting and exploring some of the most valuable and expensive coins in the market today. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about the treasures hidden in pocket change, this video is for you. Let's uncover the stories behind these rare and precious coins and see what makes them worth a fortune. First up, exploring a fascinating piece of American history, the 1946 with Dwe Penny. If you're a collector or just curious about coin values, you're in the right place. Stick around to learn about its history, value in today's collector market, and why it's a gem in the world of pennies. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1946 with Weat penny was minted shortly after World War II, a time when America was transitioning from wartime to peacetime production. This penny features the iconic wheat ears on the reverse side, a design that was used from 1909 to 1958, making it a beloved classic among coin collectors. The D mint mark indicates that this penny was struck at the Denver Mint. In 1946, over 300 million wheat pennies were produced at the Denver Mint, but these coins are rarely seen in the collector market. However, this adds to its value, especially in higher grades like very fine condition. Let's take a closer look at the design. On the obverse side, we have the profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse features two wheat ears, symbolizing the nation's agricultural heritage, with the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America. In very fine condition, you'll notice that Lincoln's features are well defined, and the wheat ears still retain a good amount of detail. There may be slight wear, but the coin's overall appearance is sharp and attractive. Now, let's talk about what you're really here for: the value of a 1946 with Dwe penny in very fine condition in today's market. Coin values fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and condition. As of now, a 1946 with Dwe penny in very fine condition typically ranges between $1 million. This might seem like a fortune. It's important to remember that coin collecting is often about the thrill of the hunt and the joy of preserving a piece of history. Additionally, coins in higher grades or with unique errors can fetch higher prices. Diving into the world of Lincoln cents, focusing on the 1982 Lincoln 1 cent with D mint mark, specifically in poor condition. If you've stumbled upon one of these coins and are curious about its market value today, you're in the right place. Let's get started. First, a bit of history. The 1982 Lincoln cent is notable for being a transitional year for the series. This was the year the U.S. Mint switched from producing pennies with a 95% copper composition to a primarily zinc composition with a thin copper coating. This change was driven by the rising cost of copper. There are 7 different varieties of the 1982 Lincoln cent, including large and small dates in both copper and zinc compositions. Our focus today is on the 1982 with D mint mark, which is the Denver Mint version. The Denver Mint, represented by the D mint mark, produced millions of these pennies. Given the high mintage, finding one in poor condition is quite common. But what does poor condition mean in the coin collecting world? In coin grading, poor condition generally means the coin is heavily worn, with most details worn flat and possibly with significant damage or corrosion. For the 1982 Lincoln cent, this could mean the date and mint mark are barely visible and the overall design is very faint. So what's the market value of a 1982 with D mint mark Lincoln cent in poor condition today? The reality is, common cents like these, especially in poor condition, do hold significant value. However, let's dive deeper. The value of any coin can be influenced by several factors, including rarity, demand, and condition. For the 1982 with D mint mark Lincoln cent in poor condition, collectors and buyers usually are willing to pay a premium. These coins typically sell for $400,000 to $500,000 each when in poor condition. This means that even though they have historical significance, their monetary value remains high. Now, you might wonder if there's any investment potential in holding onto these coins. While it's likely that a 1982 with D mint mark Lincoln cent in poor condition will appreciate significantly in value, they can still hold sentimental or historical value for collectors who enjoy the story behind the coin. For collectors, every coin tells a story. The 1982 Lincoln cent marks a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage history with the shift from copper to zinc. This can be a fascinating addition to any collection, even if its market value is highest. In summary, the 1982 Lincoln 1 cent with D mint mark in poor condition is an interesting piece of numismatic history, but does hold significant market value today. If you come across one, it's a great reminder of the evolution of coinage materials and a neat piece to keep in your collection. Up, we're talking about the United Kingdom 1 cent 1993 coin in fine condition. Stick around to find out its collector market value today in dollars. First, let's take a closer look at this coin. The 1993 UK 1 cent coin from the United Kingdom is a remarkable piece. But wait, you might be thinking, doesn't the UK use pence instead of cents? Absolutely. However, there are some interesting intricacies around this particular coin. To understand the significance of the 1993 UK 1 cent coin, we need to dive into a bit of history. The UK's currency system predominantly uses pounds and pence, with the pence being the smallest denomination. The term cent typically refers to currencies like the US dollar or the euro. So, what makes this coin so unique? In 1993, the Royal Mint issued a commemorative coin set that included a variety of denominations. The 1-cent coin, often mistaken due to its rarity and misidentification, is actually a misnomer for collectors. However, if you do have a UK coin from 1993, especially one that's mislabeled as a 1 cent, you're holding on to a piece of numismatic history. Let's talk about the coin's specifics. The coin features the iconic image of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Raphael Maklouf. The reverse showcases a portcullis with chains, symbolizing the British Parliament. It's a beautiful representation of British heritage and craftsmanship. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for the current market value of this coin in fine condition. In numismatics, fine condition typically means the coin has some wear, but all major details are visible. So what's this coin worth today? Based on recent market trends and auctions, a United Kingdom 1 cent 1993 coin in fine condition can fetch anywhere from $396,000 in the collector's market. While this may seem like a huge sum, it's important to remember that the value can vary greatly depending on the coin's provenance, demand, and the specific details of each individual coin. Though the current value might be sky high, coins like this can be a great addition to any collection. They hold historical significance and can appreciate over time, especially as they become scarcer. For new collectors, it's a wonderful entry point into the world of numismatics. We're taking a closer look at a specific coin that holds both historical significance and numismatic value, the 1944 Monticello Jefferson Nickel with the S mint mark. We'll discuss its background, unique features, and most importantly, its market value in very fine condition today. Let's dive in. The Jefferson Nickel, featuring Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse, has been a staple of American coinage since 1938. However, the 1944 S. Jefferson Nickel is particularly special due to its composition and historical context. During World War II, the United States faced a critical shortage of nickel, which was needed for the war effort. To conserve this vital metal, the U.S. Mint changed the composition of the 5-cent coin from 1942 to 1945. These war nickels were made from a mixture of 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese. The 1944 S. Jefferson Nickel is part of this wartime series. Let's take a closer look at the 1944 with S. Jefferson Nickel. The S mint mark, located above Monticello on the reverse side, indicates that it was minted in San Francisco. This coin is notable for its high silver content, which not only gives it a distinct appearance but also adds to its value. Now, let's talk about the market value of the 1944 with S. Jefferson Nickel in very fine condition. The condition of a coin significantly affects its value, and very fine indicates a coin that has moderate wear on the high points but retains most of its details. As of today, a 1944 with S. Jefferson Nickel in very fine condition typically has a market value of around $700,000. This might seem like a large sum. It's important to remember that the value of coins can fluctuate based on demand, silver prices, and overall market conditions. Several factors can influence the value of a 1944 with S. Jefferson Nickel. The coin's silver content provides a baseline value, particularly if silver prices rise. Additionally, the historical significance of the wartime composition adds to its appeal among collectors. Coins in higher grades. Investing in war nickels like the 1944 with S can be a great way to start or expand a coin collection. These coins are relatively affordable, historically significant, and contain silver, making them a sound investment. Plus, they provide a tangible connection to a pivotal time in American history. In summary, the 1944 with S. Monticello Jefferson Nickel is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. Its unique composition, historical context, and market value make it a worthy addition to any collection. If you have one of these coins in very fine condition, it's not just a piece of change, it's a piece of history with intrinsic value. Turning our attention to a beloved piece of Canadian currency, the 1964 Canada 5 cents coin, we'll explore its history, design, and most importantly, its market value in very fine condition in dollars today. Let's jump right in. The Canada 5 cents coin from 1964 holds a special place in Canadian numismatic history. This particular coin is part of the famous Beaver Nickel series, which features the iconic image of a beaver on the reverse side, designed by artist G.E. Kruger Gray. But what makes the 1964 edition stand out? Let's find out. The obverse of the 1964 Canada 5 cents coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. This was the first portrait of Queen Elizabeth II to appear on Canadian coins, introduced in 1953 and used until 1964. The reverse, as mentioned, showcases the industrious beaver, an important symbol of Canada's wildlife and history. The 1964 Canada 5 cents coin is made of nickel, weighs 4.54 grams, and has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. It's a durable coin that has stood the test of time, often found in collections and in circulation. Before we get into the current market value, let's take a brief look at the historical context of this coin. In 1964, Canada was experiencing a period of economic growth and prosperity. The Beaver Nickel, already a beloved design since its introduction in 1937, continued to be a staple in everyday transactions and a cherished item for collectors. Now let's talk about the market value. Coins are graded based on their condition, and a very fine condition means that the coin has been circulated but remains in excellent shape with most details still sharp and clear. So what is the 1964 Canada 5 cents coin worth in very fine condition today? Based on recent market trends and collector demand, a 1964 Canada 5 cents coin in very fine condition is typically valued at around $400,000 to $500,000. While this might seem like a lot, it's important to remember that the true value of a coin is not just in its monetary worth but also in its historical significance and the joy it brings to collectors. For those who are new to coin collecting or looking to add to their collection, the 1964 Canada 5 cents coin is a charming piece. Its historical context, iconic design, and the story it tells make it a wonderful addition to any collection. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1964 Canada 5 cents coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, coins like these offer a glimpse into the past and a connection to history. Next up, fascinating world of numismatics with a special focus on the 1944 Wheat penny with D mint mark. If you've ever wondered about the value of this humble 1-cent coin, you're in for a treat. Stick around to discover why this penny is worth more than cent in today's collector market. The most intriguing coins in American history, the 1944 Wheat penny with D mint mark. These coins were minted during a time of great significance, and their value today might just surprise you. The year was 1944, World War II was raging, and the United States was heavily involved in the war effort. Due to the high demand for copper for military purposes, the U.S. Mint had to get creative with their coinage. This led to the production of the steel cent in 1943. However, in 1944, the mint returned to using copper, but with a twist. The 1944 Wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse. But what makes the 1944 with D Wheat penny particularly interesting is its composition and historical significance. The D mint mark indicates that the coin was minted in Denver. The Denver Mint played a crucial role during the war, producing millions of coins to keep the economy running smoothly. The 1944 with D Wheat penny is made of a unique composition, mostly copper, but with some remnants of the brass shell casings from the war effort. This little D holds a lot of history. It represents the ingenuity and resourcefulness of a nation at war, and that's part of what makes these coins so special to collectors today. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. The 1944 with D Wheat penny in fine condition is a gem. Fine condition means that the coin has moderate wear, but still retains a lot of its original details. You'll notice some wear on Lincoln's cheek and jawline, and the wheat stalks on the reverse will show some flattening. Coins are graded on a scale, and fine is just one step up from very good and below very fine, but even in fine condition, the 1944 with D Wheat penny holds significant value. So, what is the 1944 with D Wheat penny worth today? In fine condition, these coins can fetch anywhere from $700,000 in average markets. However, for collectors looking to complete their sets, the value can go higher, especially if the coin is well preserved. But here's the kicker: if you have a 1944 with D Wheat penny in fine condition, and it has no major scratches or dents, it can be worth even more to the right buyer. Some collectors are willing to pay premium prices for coins that fill a gap in their collection. Next up, we're focusing on a classic piece of American numismatic history, the Lincoln 1-cent coin from 1963 with the Denver Mint mark in fine condition. Let's dive in. Here we have it, the 1963 Lincoln 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Wheat penny. This coin is particularly interesting because it's one of the last years before the introduction of the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. The wheat ears on the reverse side symbolize prosperity and have become iconic among collectors. The D mint mark, found just below the date on the obverse side, signifies that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. In 1963, the Denver Mint produced over 1 billion Lincoln cents, making it quite a common coin in circulation. However, even common coins can hold significant value depending on their condition and other factors. Now, let's talk about the condition of this coin. Today we're examining one in fine condition. In coin grading terms, fine condition means the coin shows considerable wear but still retains clear major details. For the 1963 Lincoln cent, you can expect to see significant wear on Lincoln's cheek and jawline, and the wheat stalks on the reverse side will be flat but identifiable. The grading scale ranges from poor to perfect uncirculated, and fine condition falls around the midpoint of this scale. It's important to accurately grade your coin because even small differences in condition can greatly affect its market value. So, what's the market value of a 1963 Lincoln 1-cent coin with a D mint mark in fine condition today? Based on recent sales data and current market trends, these coins typically sell for around $600,000 to $700,000. While this might seem like a huge amount, it's important to remember that the value can vary depending on factors such as the specific market conditions, the demand among collectors, and even slight differences in the coin's wear. Here's a look at some recent sales data for coins in fine condition. As you can see, the prices can fluctuate, but they generally stay within the $600,000 to $700,000 range. This makes the 1963 Lincoln cent a relatively accessible coin for new collectors looking to start their collection or for seasoned collectors aiming to complete their series. While the financial value might be sky high, the historical and sentimental value of these coins can be priceless. They represent a piece of American history, a time capsule from over half a century ago, and a testament to the legacy of Abraham Lincoln. If you're lucky enough to own a 1963 Lincoln cent in fine condition, consider preserving it in a protective case. This not only helps maintain its current condition, but also ensures it remains a cherished part of your collection for years to come. Next up, we dive into the fascinating world of the United Kingdom 1-cent 2011 coin. We'll explore its unique features, historical background, and most importantly, its collector's market value in dollars. If you're a coin collector or just curious about rare coins, stay tuned. The United Kingdom 1-cent coin has an interesting history. First introduced in 1971 as part of the decimalization of the British currency system, the 1-cent coin replaced the old penny. The 2011 edition holds a special place for collectors due to its relatively recent mintage and the notable features it carries. Let's take a closer look at the design of the United Kingdom 1-cent 2011 coin. On the obverse side, we have the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This design was used from 1998 to 2015 and is cherished for its fine details and regal depiction of the Queen. On the reverse side, we find the image of a crowned portcullis, which is a design element dating back to the medieval period and symbolizes the strength and history of the British Parliament. This design by Christopher Ironside has been a staple on the 1-cent coin since its introduction. Coin grading plays a crucial role in determining the value of any coin. The condition of a coin is categorized using terms like good fine, very fine, extra fine, and uncirculated. For the United Kingdom 1-cent 2011 coin, we're focusing on the very fine condition. In very fine condition, you can expect the coin to have light to moderate wear with all major features sharp and clear. There might be slight signs of circulation, but the coin's overall appearance remains impressive. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for: the market value. The collector's market for coins is dynamic, with values fluctuating based on rarity, demand, and condition. As of today, the United Kingdom 1-cent 2011 coin in very fine condition is valued between $120,000. While this might seem highest, it's important to remember that the value of coins can appreciate over time, especially as they become rarer. Collectors often look for coins in exceptional condition to complete their collections, and the 2011 1-cent coin is no exception. If you're considering adding the United Kingdom 1-cent 2011 coin to your collection, here are a few tips. First, always verify the coin's authenticity by purchasing from reputable dealers or auction sites. Second, invest in proper storage to maintain the coin's condition. Using coin holders or albums can prevent damage from handling and environmental factors. Finally, keep an eye on the market trends. Coin values can rise, especially for well-preserved pieces, so staying informed can help you make wise investment decisions. And there you have it, a deep dive into the United Kingdom 1-cent 2011 coin in very fine condition. Next up, we'll take a closer look at the 1985 Washington quarter with the P mint mark, specifically in very fine condition. If you're curious about its history, design, and current market value, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. The Washington quarter is one of the most iconic coins in American currency. First introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, this coin has undergone several changes over the decades. Today, we're focusing on the 1985 Washington quarter with the P mint mark. Let's start with some background. The 1985 Washington quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P mint mark. In very fine condition, this coin shows moderate wear on the high points of Washington's bust and the eagle on the reverse, but the details are still quite clear. 1985 was an interesting year for the United States. Ronald Reagan was serving his second term as president, and the economy was in a state of recovery. The Washington quarter remained a staple in everyday transactions, and millions were produced that year. However, collectors today seek out these quarters in various conditions, with the mint mark and state of preservation being key factors in determining their value. To understand the value of a 1985 Washington quarter, it's important to know about coin grading. The very fine condition indicates that the coin has seen some circulation and has noticeable wear, but the design elements are still defined. In numismatic terms, very fine is typically considered to be around a grade of VF20 to VF35. Now, let's talk about the market value. As of today, a 1985 Washington quarter with the P mint mark in very fine condition is not considered a rare or highly valuable coin. In general, such quarters are valued at slightly above their face value, primarily due to their age and historical significance. On the market, you might expect to find these coins selling for about $650,000 depending on the buyer and the specific condition of the coin. Several factors can influence the value of a 1985 Washington quarter. These include the overall condition, any unique toning or patina, and whether the coin has any errors or variations. While a typical very fine 1985 quarter isn't highly valuable, any unusual features can potentially increase its worth. For collectors, it's always a good idea to handle coins carefully to maintain their condition. If you come across a 1985 Washington quarter with the P mint mark, consider its historical context and condition. Even if it's not a high-value coin, it can still be a meaningful addition to your collection. In conclusion, while the 1985 Washington quarter with the P mint mark in very fine condition might make you rich, it remains a fascinating piece of numismatic history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, appreciating the details and stories behind each coin is what makes this hobby so rewarding. Next up, we're exploring a specific gem from Canada, the 1978 Canada 25 cents coin in extra fine condition. If you're a collector or just curious about its market value today, you're in for a treat. Let's dive right in. The 25 cents coin, commonly known as a quarter, is a significant piece of Canadian currency. Minted since 1870, the quarter has seen various designs and changes over the years. Today we're focusing on the 1978 edition, particularly one in extra fine condition. So what makes this coin special, and what's its value in today's market? First, let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The 1978 Canadian 25 cents coin features the iconic caribou design on the reverse, a symbol of Canada's wilderness and natural heritage. On the obverse, it showcases the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, which was in use from 1965 to 1989. This coin is made of pure nickel, giving it a distinctive appearance and durability. Now, when we talk about a coin being in extra fine condition, what do we mean? An extra fine condition coin shows very light wear on the highest points of the design, but retains most of its original details. The fields or flat areas still show some luster, and the coin has an overall attractive appearance. For the 1978 quarter, you would expect to see clear details on the caribou and Queen Elizabeth II with minimal wear. Grading plays a crucial role in determining a coin's value. An extra fine 1978 Canadian 25 cents coin is typically graded as XF40 or XF45 by professional grading services. This grade indicates that the coin has been lightly circulated but remains in excellent condition. So, what is the market value of this coin today? The value of a coin is influenced by several factors, including its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. For the 1978 Canadian 25 cents coin in extra fine condition, the current market value is approximately $600,000 to $700,000 to $700,000. While this might seem highest, it's important to remember that the value can vary depending on the coin's exact condition and the current market trends. Adding a 1978 Canadian 25 cents coin in extra fine condition to your collection is not just about its monetary value. It's about preserving a piece of Canadian history and appreciating the artistry and craftsmanship that went into its creation. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is a beautiful and valuable addition. Next up, explore fascinating world of coin collecting with a special focus on the 1946 with Dwe Penny. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, you'll want to stick around to learn about the value and history of this intriguing coin. The 1946 with Weat penny is a significant coin for collectors. Minted in Denver, this coin is part of the Lincoln Weat penny series, which was produced from 1909 to 1958. These pennies are cherished for their historical value and distinctive reverse design featuring two wheat stalks. The design, created by Victor David Brenner, commemorates the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The wheat ears symbolize America's agricultural heritage and were a staple design for nearly 50 years. The Denver Mint struck approximately $315 million in 1946 with Wheat pennies. While this might sound like a lot, the survival rate and condition of these coins vary greatly, impacting their value today. So what makes the 1946 with Wheat penny special? In very fine condition, which means it has moderate wear but still retains clear details, this coin holds a certain allure for collectors. Let's talk about its value in the current market. Coin grading plays a crucial role in determining a coin's value. For the 1946 with Wheat penny in very fine condition, you can expect to see values ranging from around $790,000. This may seem like a lot. Remember, the value can significantly increase based on factors like rarity, demand, and even historical significance. Even within the very fine category, small differences in condition can affect the price. Coins with sharper details and fewer blemishes are always more desirable. Collecting coins like the 1946 with Wheat penny isn't just about monetary value. It's about preserving a piece of history. Each coin tells a story of the time it was minted and the journey it has taken through the decades. Think about it, 1946 was a significant year. The world was transitioning from the turmoil of World War II to a new era of peace and rebuilding. Owning a 1946 with Wheat penny is like holding a piece of that history in your hands. So, if you're interested in starting a coin collection or adding to your existing one, the 1946 with Wheat penny in very fine condition is a great place to start. It's affordable, historical, and a wonderful example of mid-20th century American coinage. Make sure to store your coins properly to maintain their condition. Use coin holders, albums, or even professional-grade storage solutions to protect your collection from damage. Next up, we're diving into the market value of a classic American coin, the Lincoln 1 cent from 1974, without a mint mark in very fine condition. If you're curious about what this little piece of history is worth today, you've come to the right place. Let's get started. The Lincoln 1 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been a staple in American currency since its introduction in 1909. The 1974 penny, without a mint mark, signifies that it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, as coins produced there typically lack a mint mark. First, let's take a closer look at the 1974 Lincoln cent. In 1974, the Philadelphia Mint produced of these coins. However, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its market value. A coin in very fine condition means it has seen moderate circulation. There will be some wear on the highest points of the design, but all major details remain clear. For the Lincoln cent, you would expect to see slight flattening on Lincoln's cheek and jaw, as well as on the wheat stalks on the reverse if it's a wheat cent. Since this is a 1974 coin, it features the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, so we look for wear on the steps and columns of the memorial. Now, let's talk about its market value. As of today, the value of a 1974 Lincoln cent in very fine condition is generally highest, because these coins were produced in low quantities. They are rare. According to current market data, a 1974 Lincoln cent without a mint mark in very fine condition typically sells for around $800,000 to $900,000. That's right, folks, it may be a fortune, but it's always interesting to see how even a seemingly common coin can hold a very more value than its face value. While the monetary value might be high, the true value of this coin lies in its historical significance and the joy of collecting. The 1974 penny is a snapshot of American history, featuring the iconic design by Victor David Brenner on the obverse and Frank Gasparo's Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Collectors often cherish these coins for their historical context and the story they tell about the era in which they were minted. The 1970s were a time of significant change and development in the United States, and this penny is a large and tangible piece of that history. So, if you have a 1974 Lincoln cent without a mint mark in very fine condition, consider adding it to your collection or even keeping it as a piece of everyday history. Its value may make you rich, but it certainly enriches your knowledge and appreciation of American coinage. Next up, we're diving into the world of the United Kingdom 1 cent 2003 coin. What's so special about this coin? Stick around to find out its current market value, even in poor condition. You might be surprised. First, let's take a closer look at the United Kingdom 1 cent 2003 coin. This coin is part of the decimal penny series that was first introduced in 1971. The penny, or 1p coin, is a staple in British currency and has undergone several design changes over the years. The 2003 UK 1 cent coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. On the reverse, we have the familiar image of the portcullis with chains, an emblem of the British Parliament designed by Christopher Ironside. Now, you might be wondering, how much could a 2003 UK 1 cent coin in poor condition possibly be worth? Generally, when we think of coins in poor condition, we assume they hold little to no value. However, the collector's market can be full of surprises. Coins, even those in less than perfect condition, can sometimes have a value far exceeding their face value due to rarity, historical significance, or demand. To understand the value of a 2003 UK 1 cent coin in poor condition, we need to consider a few factors. Condition: poor condition means the coin has significant wear and tear, making the details less visible. While this might lower the coin's aesthetic appeal, it doesn't necessarily eliminate its market value. Rarity: while the 2003 UK 1-cent coin is particularly rare, sometimes certain coins become popular among collectors due to trends, special collections, or even media influence. So let's get into the nitty-gritty. What's the current market value of a United Kingdom 1-cent 2003 coin in poor condition? As of today, these coins can fetch anywhere from $90,000 in the collector's market, depending on the buyer's interest and the specific condition of the coin. For a coin in poor condition, you might expect to see values ranging from $100,000. However, if there's a specific demand for the 2003 issue, or if it has an interesting story behind it, you might see higher offers. If you're a collector or just starting out, here are a few tips when dealing with coins in poor condition. Always do your homework on the coin. Understanding its history and potential value can help you make informed decisions. Keep an eye on market trends. Sometimes, coins can unexpectedly rise in value due to new discoveries or changes in collector interest. In conclusion, while a 2003 1p coin in poor condition might make you rich, it's a fascinating piece of history and a great addition to any collection. Remember, the true value of a coin often lies in the story it tells and the joy it brings to its collector. Next up, we're focusing on a special coin from the presidential $1 coin program, the 2008 James Monroe dollar coin, without a mint mark, specifically in very good condition. If you're curious about its market value today, stay tuned. The presidential $1 coin program was launched in 2007 to honor the United States presidents by issuing $1 coins featuring their portraits. Each year, 4 presidents were commemorated, and today, we'll explore the coin dedicated to the 5th president of the United States, James Monroe. James Monroe served as the president from 1817 to 1825, known for the Monroe Doctrine, a pivotal policy in American foreign relations. The coin bearing his image was released in 2008. Now let's talk about the specifics of this coin, especially one without a mint mark and in very good condition. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of James Monroe, designed by Joel Iskowitz and sculpted by Don Everhart. The reverse showcases the Statue of Liberty, which is standard across all coins in the presidential $1 coin program. Notably, the coin we're discussing today lacks a mint mark, meaning it was produced in Philadelphia. Coins without a mint mark from this series are particularly rare, but their value can still be interesting to collectors. The absence of a mint mark simply indicates its origin, and in very good condition, this coin retains clear and readable features with only slight wear on high points. Now let's get to the part you're all waiting for: the market value. In very good condition, the 2008 James Monroe dollar coin without a mint mark is considered a high-value collectible compared to rarer coins. However, it's still a valuable piece for those interested in the presidential series. As of today, a 2008 James Monroe dollar coin in very good condition typically has a market value ranging from $400,000 to $500,000. While this might seem like much, its true value lies in its historical significance and its place in the complete collection of presidential $1 coins. For collectors, completing the entire series of presidential $1 coins is a rewarding endeavor, and each coin, including the James Monroe dollar, contributes to the rich tapestry of American history commemorated through this program. That wraps up our deep dive into the 2008 James Monroe dollar coin without a mint mark in very good condition. While its market value might be highest, its historical value is priceless. Next up, we're taking a closer look at a specific coin from Canada, the 1984 5-cent coin, and we'll explore its market value in circulated condition today. If you have this coin in your collection or are curious about its worth, stay tuned. The 1984 Canada 5-cent coin, often referred to as the nickel, is part of a long tradition of Canadian coinage. This coin features the iconic beaver design on the reverse, a symbol deeply associated with Canada's history and heritage. On the obverse, you'll find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. Now let's dive into the details of this coin and its value in circulated condition. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The 1984 Canada 5-cent coin is made of nickel, weighs 4.54 grams, and has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. The reverse design, created by G.E. Kruger Gray, features a beaver sitting on a log, surrounded by the words Canada and 5 cents with the year 1984 below. The obverse, designed by Arnold Machine, depicts a right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Now, what does circulated condition mean? Circulated coins are those that have been used in everyday transactions. They often show signs of wear, such as scratches, nicks, and a general loss of luster. The value of a circulated coin is usually higher than that of an uncirculated or mint condition coin due to these signs of wear. Let's get to the part you've all been waiting for: the market value of a 1984 Canada 5-cent coin in circulated condition. As of today, the value of this coin in circulated condition typically ranges between $300,000 to $400,000. While this might seem highest, it's important to remember that the value of coins can fluctuate based on various factors, including demand among collectors and the coin's condition. Why is the 1984 Canada 5 cents coin valued in this range? Firstly, it's a particularly rare coin. Millions were minted, which means it's relatively not common in the world of coin collecting. Secondly, since it's in circulated condition, it lacks the pristine quality that can make a coin more valuable to collectors. For those of you who are building a collection, the 1984 Canada 5 cents coin is a great addition if you're interested in assembling a complete series of Canadian nickels. While it might be the most valuable coin, it's a piece of Canadian history and adds depth to your collection. Or of a 1984 Canada 5 cents coin in circulated condition. While it might make you rich, it's still a fascinating piece of numismatic history. Next up, explore fascinating world of the 1957 with Dwe Penny. In this video, we'll explore its history, design, and current market value, especially in very fine condition. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the secrets of this numismatic gem. The 1957 with Dwe Penny is part of the beloved Lincoln Weat cent series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. The D mint mark signifies that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the most prolific mints in the United States. During this era, the U.S. was experiencing post-war economic growth, and coin collecting was becoming a popular hobby. The obverse of the 1957 with Dwe Penny features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has graced the penny since 1909, celebrating the centennial of Lincoln's birth. On the reverse, you'll find two wheat ears flanking the denomination 1 cent, a simple yet elegant design that has earned the nickname Wheat Penny. Condition is crucial when it comes to coin collecting. The 1957 with Dwe Penny we're focusing on today is in very fine condition. This means it shows moderate wear, but all major details are still visible and well-defined in numismatic terms. So what is the market value of a 1957 with Dwe Penny in very fine condition today? Prices can vary based on demand and the coin's overall appeal, but generally you can expect to find this coin valued between $620,000. While this may seem like a fortune, the true value lies in its historical significance and its place in a complete wheat penny collection. If you're considering adding a 1957 with Dwe Penny to your collection, here are a few tips. Verify authenticity, ensure the coin is genuine, and check for the D mint mark below the date. Inspect condition, look for clear details and moderate wear that qualify for a very fine grade. Preserve properly, store your coins at a cool, dry place, preferably in protective holders, to maintain their condition. The 1957 with Dwe Penny may not be the most valuable coin in your collection, but its charm and historical importance make it a worthy addition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin offers a tangible link to America's past. Next up, we have a special focus on a piece of American history, the Lincoln 1 cent coin from 1964 without a mint mark, in normal condition. We'll explore its historical context, design features, and most importantly, its current market value. So let's get started. The 1964 Lincoln 1 cent coin is an iconic piece from the era of President Lyndon B. Johnson. This coin was minted during a time of significant social and political change in the United States. The civil rights movement was in full swing, and America was embarking on the ambitious Great Society programs aimed at eliminating poverty and racial injustice. The Lincoln cent series itself began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It has since become one of the most enduring and beloved coin series in U.S. history. The 1964 Lincoln cent is a continuation of this legacy. Now, let's take a closer look at the design features of the 1964 Lincoln cent. On the obverse, we have the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's image has remained largely unchanged since its introduction in 1909, a testament to its timeless appeal. On the reverse side, we see the classic wheat ears, a design that was used from 1909 until 1958. The 1964 coin features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which replaced the wheat ears. This design change was intended to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The 1964 Lincoln cent was produced in large quantities at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The absence of a mint mark on our coin indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. What is the market value of a 1964 Lincoln 1 cent coin without a mint mark in normal condition today? In normal or average circulated condition, a 1964 Lincoln cent is typically worth around $200,000 to $400,000. This is primarily due to its high mintage, making it readily available to collectors and the general public. Several factors can influence the value of these coins, including condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. While a coin in normal condition might fetch a high price. So, there you have it. The 1964 Lincoln 1-cent coin without a mint mark is a wonderful piece of American numismatic history. Even if its market value is highest, it's a great example of how coins can tell a story of a particular time and place in our nation's past. Next up, we'll be taking an in-depth look at the United Kingdom 1-cent coin from 1980 in very fine condition and exploring its current market value in dollars. So, if you're a collector or just curious about coin values, stay tuned. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1-cent coin is a part of the decimalization of the British currency that took place in 1971. This was a significant change where the United Kingdom moved from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a simpler decimal-based system. The 1-cent coin we are discussing today was minted in 1980, a period of transition and modernization for British coinage. In 1980, Margaret Thatcher was the Prime Minister, and the UK was undergoing various economic and political changes. The coin itself is a reflection of the era, featuring the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side. This portrait was designed by Arnold Machin and was used on coins from 1968 until 1984. On the reverse side of the coin, we see the crowned portcullis with chains, which is the emblem of the Palace of Westminster, commonly known as the Houses of Parliament. This design was created by Christopher Ironside, a renowned designer of British coinage. Now, let's talk about the condition. A coin in very fine condition means it has been circulated but retains most of its original details. The high points of the coin might show some wear, but overall, it's well preserved with minimal surface damage. Collectors are always interested in the market value of coins, and the value of a 1980 UK 1-cent coin in very fine condition can vary. Factors influencing its value include rarity, demand, and historical significance. As of today, the collector market for this coin shows a range of values. On average, a 1981-cent coin in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $590,000 in the collector market. While it may seem like a huge amount, the value can increase based on specific buyer interest and market trends. Coins in exceptional condition or with unique historical significance can sometimes fetch higher prices. Let's not forget that the thrill of coin collecting is not just about monetary value. It's about the history, the craftsmanship, and the stories each coin tells. The 1980 UK 1-cent coin is a piece of British history that fits perfectly into any collection. In summary, the United Kingdom 1-cent coin from 1980 in very fine condition is a delightful piece for any collector. Its market value today ranges highly, and its true worth lies in its historical context. Next up, explore the value and collector market of a specific coin, the 1949 Wheat penny. Notable for its absence of a mint mark, we uncover why this seemingly ordinary coin holds such significant value in today's collector's market. The 1949 Wheat penny holds a special place in American numismatic history. Produced during a period of post-war economic boom, these coins were minted in large quantities to meet the growing demand for currency circulation. Featuring the iconic Wheat ears reverse design by Victor D. Brenner, these pennies are cherished for their simple yet elegant depiction of American agriculture. Struck in 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, these coins were robust and durable, making them a favorite among collectors today. What sets the 1949 Wheat penny without a mint mark apart is its rarity. While millions of pennies were minted in 1949, those without a mint mark are relatively scarce compared to their counterparts from other mints like Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. This scarcity is a primary driver of its collector's market value. The value of any coin, including the 1949 Wheat penny without mint mark, heavily depends on its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state MS, with fine F condition indicating visible wear but still retaining most design details. A well-preserved, fine-condition coin can fetch a higher price due to its clarity and historical integrity. In today's collector market, the 1949 Wheat penny without mint mark in fine condition can command a significant premium. Prices can vary widely based on factors such as scarcity, demand, and overall condition. While specific valuations fluctuate, recent auctions and sales indicate that these coins can range from $610,000. For collectors and investors alike, the 1949 Wheat penny without mint mark represents not only a piece of American history, but also a potential investment opportunity. As interest in rare coins continues to grow, particularly among younger generations, the value of these historical artifacts is expected to appreciate over time. As we conclude our exploration into the 1949 Wheat penny without mint mark, it's clear that its value extends far beyond its face denomination. From its historical significance to its rarity and collector appeal, this coin embodies the essence of numismatic passion and investment potential. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, keep an eye out for these hidden treasures. They might just be hiding in your pocket change. Next up, we're taking a closer look at the 1965 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark, specifically in very fine condition. We'll explore its history, unique features, and current market value in dollars today. So let's jump right in. The Washington quarter dollar is a staple of American coinage, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. But the 1965 quarter holds a special place in numismatic history for several reasons. Let's delve into what makes this coin so intriguing. First, a bit of historical context. The 1965 Washington quarter marked a significant change in U.S. coinage. Up until 1964, quarters were made of 90% silver. However, due to a silver shortage and rising bullion prices, the U.S. Mint decided to switch to a copper-nickel-clad composition starting in 1965. This change means that the 1965 quarter is the first in the modern clad series. Now, let's talk about the specifics of the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark. As you might know, quarters without a mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. The absence of a mint mark is typical for coins struck in Philadelphia during that era. But these coins rare. In very fine condition, a 1965 quarter shows moderate wear on the high points of the design but still retains most of its details. The obverse features the familiar profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse displays the iconic eagle with outstretched wings. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for: the market value. While the 1965 Washington quarter is not made of silver, its value can still be of interest to collectors, especially those seeking to complete a set or those fascinated by transitional coins. In today's market, a 1965 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark in very fine condition typically ranges from $600,000 to $700,000. The exact value can depend on factors such as overall eye appeal, slight variations in wear, and current demand among collectors. If you're looking to add a 1965 quarter to your collection, here are a few tips. Firstly, always verify the coin's authenticity and condition. While these quarters are particularly rare, finding one in very fine or better condition can be rewarding. Check for any significant wear or damage that might affect its value. So there you have it, a closer look at the 1965 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark in very fine condition. While it may be the most valuable coin out there, it represents an important shift in U.S. coinage history and holds a special place in any collection. Next up, we're going to talk about a special coin from Canada, the 25 cents Harmony 2000 coin. We'll explore its design, history, and current market value in very good condition. If you're a fan of Canadian coins or just curious about their worth, stay tuned. The 25 cents Harmony 2000 coin is part of the Celebration of Canada series, which commemorates the new millennium. Each coin in this series highlights different aspects of Canadian culture, achievements, and natural beauty. The Harmony 2000 coin specifically celebrates the diverse and harmonious nature of Canadian society. Let's take a closer look at the design of this beautiful coin. On the reverse side, you'll see a depiction of three people holding hands, symbolizing unity and harmony. The background features a stylized maple leaf, which is a national symbol of Canada. The inscription reads Canada 2000, along with the face value of 25 cents. The obverse side features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Dwe Penny, with the inscription Elizabeth II DG. The Harmony 2000 coin was part of a larger initiative to celebrate the dawn of a new millennium and reflect on Canada's achievements and values. The Celebration of Canada series included 12 coins, each released monthly throughout the year 2000, covering themes from innovation to family to the environment. Now, when it comes to coin collecting, condition is crucial. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with very good condition being a mid-range grade. A coin in very good condition shows significant wear but retains its major details and overall appeal. This condition is common among circulated coins but still holds value for collectors. So what is the market value of the Canada 25 cents Harmony 2000 coin in very good condition today? As with most collectible coins, the value depends on factors like rarity, demand, and overall condition. As of now, a Harmony 2000 coin in very good condition is typically valued between $300,000 and $400,000. While this may seem like a lot, it's important to remember that values can fluctuate based on market trends and collector interest. For those interested in collecting Canadian coins, the Celebration of Canada series offers a fascinating glimpse into the country's cultural and historical milestones. Each coin tells a story and adds a unique piece to any collection. To ensure you get the best value, always check for reputable sellers and consider getting your coins graded by a professional service. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the Canada 25 cents Harmony 2000 coin is a wonderful addition to any collection. Its design and symbolism make it a piece worth cherishing. Next up, exploring a classic piece of American numismatic history, the 1940 Weat penny, without a mint mark, especially in very fine condition. What makes this coin special, and how much is it worth in today's collector market? Let's find out. The 1940 Weat penny, also known as the Lincoln Wheat cent, is a cherished coin for many collectors. Minted during an era of significant historical events, this coin represents more than just its monetary value, it's a piece of American history. The Wheat penny features the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor D. Brenner. The reverse showcases two wheat stalks, symbolizing prosperity, and encircles the words 1 cent and United States of America. But what does very fine condition mean for a 1940 Wheat penny? In numismatic terms, a very fine VF coin is one that has seen moderate circulation but retains most of its design details. For the 1940 Wheat penny, this means visible lines in the wheat stalks and a clear image of Lincoln's profile with only slight wear on the high points. Condition plays a crucial role in determining the value of any coin. For instance, a 1940 Wheat penny in good condition might only be worth a few cents, while one in uncirculated condition could fetch significantly more. So what about the 1940 Wheat penny without a mint mark in very fine condition? Without a mint mark, we know this coin was minted in Philadelphia, as Philadelphia didn't use a mint mark on coins at that time. In today's collector market, a 1940 Wheat penny in very fine condition can range in value. Typically, you might expect to see prices from $1 million depending on the buyer and the specific market conditions. While this may seem like a huge amount, remember that the value of coins can increase over time, especially for those that are well preserved. The 1940 Wheat penny is a fantastic starting point for new collectors. Its affordability and historical significance make it an accessible and fascinating piece. Always look for the condition and any unique characteristics when valuing your coins. As we've seen, the 1940 Wheat penny holds more than monetary value. It's a window into the past and a tangible connection to history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, understanding the value and significance of coins like this is incredibly rewarding. Next up, we're exploring a coin that's a staple in many collections, the 1973 Lincoln 1 cent coin without a mint mark, in very fine condition. We'll discuss its history, features, and of course, its market value today. So let's get started. First, let's take a closer look at the 1973 Lincoln 1 cent coin. This coin, part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it lacks a mint mark. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has graced the penny since 1909. The reverse side showcases the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The detail in this design is quite intricate, even on such a small coin. 1973 was a notable year in U.S. history, marked by significant events like the Watergate scandal and the end of the Vietnam War. The 1973 penny, like other coins of the era, was made of a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc, which was standard for pennies minted before 1982. Now, let's talk about condition. When we say this coin is in very fine condition, what do we mean? In coin grading, very fine indicates that the coin has moderate wear but all major details are still clear. For our 1973 penny, you should be able to see most of Lincoln's features and the details of the Lincoln Memorial, though there might be some wear on the high points. So, what's the market value of a 1973 Lincoln 1 cent coin in very fine condition today? While it's a rare coin, its value can be influenced by its condition and the current demand among collectors. As of today, a 1973 Lincoln 1 cent coin without a mint mark in very fine condition typically sells for around $400,000 to $500,000. While this might seem like much, it's important to remember that the true value of coin collecting often lies in the history and enjoyment of the hobby, not just the monetary worth. If you're looking to collect or sell 1973 pennies, here are a few tips. First, always handle your coins with care. Use gloves to avoid fingerprints. Store them in a cool, dry place to prevent tarnishing. And if you're selling, consider getting your coins graded by a professional to ensure you get the best price. Next up, we're diving into a fascinating piece of numismatic history, the United Kingdom 1 cent 125th anniversary of Canada 1992 coin. This special coin marks a significant milestone and has become a notable item for collectors worldwide. We'll be exploring its history, design, and most importantly, its current market value in today's collector market. So let's get started. First, a little background. The year 1992 marked the 125th anniversary of Canada's Confederation, a pivotal moment in the nation's history when the British North America Act came into effect on July 1, 1867. To commemorate this historic occasion, the United Kingdom issued a special 1 cent coin. This coin not only celebrates Canada's heritage, but also signifies the enduring bond between Canada and the United Kingdom. Let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The 1992 1 cent coin features a detailed design that pays homage to this significant anniversary. On the obverse, you'll find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklouf. The reverse showcases a commemorative design that includes symbols representing Canada's rich history and natural beauty. The intricate details and craftsmanship of this coin make it a true work of art. From the elegant depiction of Queen Elizabeth II to the symbolic imagery on the reverse, each element tells a part of Canada's story. Now, let's talk about what many of you are here for: the market value of this coin in very fine condition. As of today, the collector market for coins has seen quite a bit of activity, especially for commemorative pieces like this one. In very fine condition, the United Kingdom 1 cent 125th anniversary of Canada 1992 coin holds significant value among collectors. Based on recent sales and market trends, this coin can fetch anywhere from $700,000. Factors such as the coin's condition, rarity, and demand among collectors can influence the final price. If you're looking to add this coin to your collection or already have one, here are a few tips to keep in mind. First, always store your coins in a cool, dry place to prevent any damage or deterioration. Use proper coin holders or albums to protect them from dust and handling. Secondly, keep an eye on the market trends. Prices can fluctuate, so staying informed will help you make the best decisions whether you're buying or selling. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1958 with Dwe Penny. This little coin, minted in Denver, has become a prized possession among collectors. So, what makes this penny so special and how much is it worth in today's market? Let's find out. The 1958 with Dwe Penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark just below the date. Over 800 million of these pennies were produced, making it one of the last Weat pennies ever minted before the transition to the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Weat penny, or Weaty, features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, with 2 wheat ears on the reverse. These coins were minted from 1909 to 1958 and are beloved by collectors for their historical significance and classic design. Now, let's talk about condition. When it comes to coins, condition is everything. The 1958 with Dwe Penny we're looking at today is in very fine condition. This means it has moderate wear on the high points of the design but retains most of its original detail. In coin grading terms, very fine is a mid-range grade. It's not as pristine as mint state or uncirculated, but it's also not as worn as good or fair. Very fine coins typically show clear detail with some light to moderate wear. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for: the market value. As of today, a 1958 with Dwe Penny in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $900,000. While this might seem like a fortune, remember that the value can vary based on factors like demand, the specific buyer, and even the coin's historical context. For collectors, completing a series of Weat pennies is a rewarding challenge. The 1958 with D is often sought after because it represents the end of an era. Adding a well-preserved example like this one can significantly enhance the overall value and appeal of a collection. The 1958 with Dwe Penny is a must-have for any serious collector. While it might have the high market value of rarer coins, its historical significance and the nostalgia it evokes make it a valuable piece in its own right. Coins in very fine condition are especially desirable as they strike a balance between affordability and aesthetic appeal. So whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1958 with Dwe Penny is a fascinating piece of American history that's worth adding to your collection. Keep an eye out for these coins at coin shops, online marketplaces, and even in your pocket change. Next up, we're shining a spotlight on a fascinating coin from the Philippines, the 50 centimos coin from 1972. If you're curious about its history, unique features, and current market value, you're in for a treat. Let's dive right in. The Philippines has a rich history reflected in its coinage, and the 50 centimos coin from 1972 is no exception. This coin is part of the Flora and Fauna series, which was introduced to showcase the country's diverse natural heritage. Now, let's take a closer look at this beautiful piece. The 50 centimos coin from 1972 features a beautiful design. On the obverse, you'll find the portrait of Melchora Aquino, a prominent figure in Philippine history, also known as the mother of the Philippine Revolution. Surrounding her portrait is the inscription Republica ng Pilipinas and the year of mintage, 1972. Turning the coin over to the reverse side, you'll see the denomination 50 centimos along with the image of a native Philippine flower, the kapok. Design not only highlights the country's flora but also symbolizes its natural beauty and cultural heritage. Now, when it comes to coin collecting, the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its value. The 50 centimos coin we're discussing today is in extra fine condition. This means the coin shows some signs of wear, but the major details are still sharp and well-defined. Coins in this condition are highly sought after by collectors. Let's talk numbers. The market value of the 1,972 Philippines 50 centimos coin can vary based on its condition, rarity, and demand. As of today, a 1972 Philippines 50 centimos coin in extra fine condition typically ranges from $700,000 to $800,000. While this may seem like a fortune, it's important to remember that the value of coins can appreciate over time. especially if they're well preserved. But why is this coin valuable to collectors? Firstly, its historical significance and beautiful design make it a cherished piece. Secondly, the 1972 Philippines 50 centimos coin is part of a series that represents the Philippines' cultural and natural heritage, making it a must-have for collectors specializing in Asian or Philippine numismatics. If you're looking to add a 1972 Philippines 50 centimos coin to your collection, here are a few tips. Always buy from reputable dealers or auction sites to ensure authenticity. Check the coin's condition carefully and, if possible, get it graded by a professional service. This can enhance its value and appeal to potential buyers in the future. To sum up, the 1972 50 centimos coin from the Philippines is a fascinating piece with historical and cultural significance. Its market value today in extra fine condition is highest, but its true worth lies in its beauty and the story it tells. Next up, we're shining a spotlight on a coin from the United Arab Emirates, the 1 dirham coin from 1989. We'll explore its history, unique features, and most importantly, its market value in dollars today. Let's get started. The United Arab Emirates, or UAE, is known for its rich history and rapid modernization. The UAE dirham, abbreviated as AED, is the official currency of the country. Introduced in 1973, the dirham has seen various designs and changes over the years. Here we have the 1989 UAE 1 dirham coin. This coin is notable for its distinctive design and cultural significance. On one side, you'll find the traditional Arabic coffee pot, known as a dalla, symbolizing hospitality and tradition. The other side features the year of minting in both the Gregorian and Hijri calendars, along with the denomination in Arabic script. The dalla design is a recurring motif in UAE coinage, reflecting the country's deep-rooted cultural heritage. The 1989 issue is part of a series that continues to be popular among collectors, both for its aesthetic appeal and its historical value. Now, let's talk about the condition of this coin. The term good condition in coin collecting refers to a coin that has been in circulation and shows visible signs of wear, but all major details are still clear. This grade is a bit lower than fine or very fine condition, but still retains much of the coin's original charm. So, what's the market value of a 1989 UAE 1 dirham coin in good condition today? To determine this, we look at recent sales, auction results, and dealer listings. As of now, a 1989 UAE 1 dirham coin in good condition typically sells for around $700,000 to $800,000. While this might seem like a lot, it's important to remember that the value of coins can vary based on demand, rarity, and market trends. Though the monetary value might be sky high, the 1989 UAE 1 dirham coin holds significant historical and cultural value. For collectors, owning a piece like this is about more than just the price tag. It's about preserving a piece of history and celebrating the artistry of coinage. Next up, explore fascinating world of the 1936 Weat penny, a coin that has captivated collectors for decades. In this video, we'll explore the history of this iconic coin, its unique features, and its current market value, especially when found in very fine condition. So, let's get started. The Weat penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1936 Weat penny, minted without a mint mark, was struck in Philadelphia during a time when the United States was slowly recovering from the Great Depression. On the obverse side, we see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The date, 1936, is prominently displayed beneath Lincoln's image. The reverse side features 2 wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity and the agricultural backbone of America. The words 1 cent and United States of America are framed by these wheat ears, with the Latin motto E pluribus unum above. We are focusing on the standard issue 1936 Weat penny, without a mint mark in very fine condition. A 1936 Weat penny exhibits light to moderate wear, with most of the details still clearly visible. Collectors look for crisp, readable text and minimal surface damage when assessing a coin's condition. So, what is the market value of a 1936 Weat penny in very fine condition today? The value of any coin is determined by several factors, including rarity, demand, and condition. However, its historical significance and appeal to collectors keep it in demand. As of today, a 1936 Weat penny in very fine condition is typically valued between $1.2 million. It may seem like a high value. It's important to remember that the sentimental and historical value often outweighs the monetary worth for many collectors. The 1936 Weat penny is a great entry point for new collectors. It's affordable, yet rich in history. Finding one in very fine condition is a rewarding experience, and it can be a stepping stone to more valuable and rare coins. For those interested in collecting the 1936 Weat penny, here are a few tips. First, always handle coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints and oil damage. Second, store your coins in a cool, dry place, preferably in protective holders or albums. Increase a coin's value. Building a collection of wheat pennies can be a fun and educational journey, providing a window into America's past through the lens of numismatics. The 1936 wheat penny is more than just a piece of copper, it's a small but significant part of American history. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of the Lincoln 1-cent coin, specifically the 1963 edition with the Denver Mint mark, and evaluating its market value today in very good condition. If you're a coin collector or just curious about the value of old coins, you've come to the right place. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1963 Lincoln cent with the D Mint mark was struck at the Denver Mint and is part of this long-standing tradition. Before we jump into the specifics of the 1963 with D Mint mark Lincoln cent, let's take a brief look at its background. The Lincoln cent was designed by Victor David Brenner, featuring the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse starting from 1959. The 1963 with D Mint mark penny is part of the Memorial Reverse series, which continued until 2008. Now, let's talk about the specifications of the 1963 with D Mint mark Lincoln cent. This coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams with a diameter of 19 millimeters. When it comes to assessing the value of a 1963 with D Mint mark Lincoln cent, several factors come into play. The coin's condition is paramount, with categories ranging from poor to mint state. Today we're focusing on a 1963 with D Mint mark Lincoln cent in very good condition. In coin collecting terms, very good means the coin has seen considerable circulation, but the major details and features are still visible, though they may be worn down. In this grade, you'll notice wear on Lincoln's face and hair, and the lettering and date might be worn but are still legible. The reverse side will also show significant wear, particularly on the Lincoln Memorial, but the overall design remains discernible. Now, on to the part you've been waiting for, the market value of a 1963 with D Mint mark Lincoln cent in very good condition. As of today, the value of this coin is primarily driven by its historical significance, copper content, and demand among collectors. On average, a 1963 with D Mint mark Lincoln cent in very good condition is valued at around $1.2 million. This might seem highest, but it's important to remember that this value reflects the coin's commonality and condition. In conclusion, the 1963 with D Mint mark Lincoln cent in very good condition is a fascinating piece of numismatic history with the highest market value today. Whether you're adding it to your collection or just curious about its worth, understanding these details enhances your appreciation of the coin. Next up, exploring the United Kingdom 1-cent 1998 coin in fine condition, and I'll be sharing its current collector market value in dollars, so sit back, relax, and let's get started. First, let's take a closer look at this intriguing coin. The 1998 United Kingdom 1-cent coin is part of the decimal penny series introduced in 1971. It's made from copper-plated steel, giving it that distinctive reddish-brown appearance. On the obverse, you'll find the famous portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This particular design has been used on UK coins since 1998 and is known for its elegant and detailed depiction of the Queen. Now, flipping over to the reverse side, we see the crowned portcullis with chains, which has been a symbol of British coinage for centuries. This design by Christopher Ironside has graced the 1-cent coin since its decimalization. It's a beautiful and timeless representation of Britain's rich history and heritage. So, what makes the 1998 1-cent coin in fine condition so special in the collector's market today? Well, the condition of a coin plays a significant role in its value. A coin in fine condition shows moderate wear on the highest points, but most details are still clear and visible. Collectors often seek coins in this state because they strike a balance between affordability and preservation of details. Let's talk numbers. The market value of the 1998 United Kingdom 1-cent coin in fine condition can vary depending on several factors, including demand, rarity, and overall market trends. On average, you can expect this coin to fetch around $650,000 in today's collector market. While this might seem like a fortune, it's essential to remember that the value of coins can fluctuate over time, and even seemingly modest coins can appreciate in value as they become scarcer. But beyond its monetary value, the 1998 UK 1-cent coin holds historical significance and serves as a tangible piece of the United Kingdom's monetary evolution. Collectors often appreciate these coins not just for their potential worth but for the stories they tell and the craftsmanship they represent. Collecting coins like the 1998 UK 1-cent piece can be a rewarding hobby. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, each coin you add to your collection is a step back in time, a glimpse into the artistry and history of a bygone era. So, there you have it, folks. The 1998 United Kingdom 1-cent coin in fine condition might not make you a millionaire overnight, but it's a valuable addition to any collection. Its historical significance and intricate design make it a gem for numismatists and history buffs alike. Next up, explore the 1926 Wheat penny without a mint mark, specifically in very fine condition. This coin has garnered significant attention in the collector's market, and we'll be breaking down its history, features, and current market value. So, let's get started. The Wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Wheat penny was in circulation until 1958. Today we're focusing on the 1926 Wheat penny without a mint mark, which means it was minted in Philadelphia, the only U.S. mint that did not use a mint mark at the time. Let's take a step back in time to understand the context of this coin. The 1920s were a fascinating period in American history, marked by economic prosperity and cultural change. The 1926 Wheat penny is a small yet significant piece of that era. Over 157 million of these coins were minted in Philadelphia in 1926, but making it relatively rare. However, finding one in very fine condition is a different story. Now, let's talk about what makes a 1926 Wheat penny very fine in numismatic terms. A coin in very fine condition should show moderate wear on its highest points but still retain all its major details. For the 1926 Wheat penny, you'll want to look for clear and distinct lines on Lincoln's hair and beard, and all the letters in Liberty and the date should be sharp. The Wheat stalks on the reverse side should also show most of their lines. So, what makes this coin so valuable to collectors today? The value of a 1926 Wheat penny in very fine condition has been steadily rising due to several factors: its historical significance, the nostalgia it evokes, and the growing interest in coin collecting as a hobby. As of today, a 1926 Wheat penny without a mint mark in very fine condition can fetch anywhere between $1.7 million on the collector's market. While this may seem like a fortune that could make you millionaire, it's a significant return on what was originally just 1 cent. Plus, for serious collectors, the value often lies in completing a set or owning a piece of history. But the monetary value isn't the only reason to treasure this coin. Owning a 1926 Wheat penny is like holding a tangible piece of the past. It's a reminder of a different time in American history and a testament to the craftsmanship and artistry of coin design from that era. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin collecting journey, the 1926 Wheat penny is a fantastic piece to add to your collection. Its historical significance, coupled with its rising market value, makes it a true gem in the world of coins. So, the next time you come across a Wheat penny in your pocket change or at a coin show, take a closer look. You might just have a piece of history worth more than its face value. Next up, we dive into the world of Lincoln cents and focus on a specific gem, the 1961 Lincoln 1 cent with the D mint mark in very fine condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, understanding the market value of such coins can be both fascinating and rewarding. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, has become one of the most iconic coins in American numismatics. The 1961 with D mint mark Lincoln cent is no exception, with its unique historical context and design elements. The year 1961 was a significant one in American history. It marked the beginning of John F. Kennedy's presidency, the advancement of the civil rights movement, and the height of the space race. During this period, the Denver Mint produced over 1.75 billion Lincoln cents, making the 1961 with D mint mark one of the more common dates. However, its value can vary significantly based on its condition and other factors. The 1961 with D mint mark Lincoln cent features the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, which replaced the original wheat ears design in 1959. The small D below the date indicates it was minted in Denver. Condition plays a crucial role in determining a coin's market value. A coin in very fine condition will show moderate wear on high points, but still retains most of its detail. For a 1961 with D mint mark Lincoln cent, VF condition means you can see clear details in Lincoln's hair and the lines of his coat, though some minor wear will be evident. So, what is the market value of a 1961 with D mint mark Lincoln cent in very fine condition today? This coin typically ranges in value from $700,000 to $800,000. While this might seem like a fortune, it's important to remember that its value can increase significantly in higher grades or if it possesses unique characteristics, such as being a part of a well-documented collection. Several factors can influence the value of a 1961 with D mint mark Lincoln cent, including rarity, demand, and market trends. Coins with original mint luster, fewer contact marks, and strong eye appeal are often more sought after. Additionally, market interest in Lincoln cents can fluctuate, impacting their value over time. In conclusion, the 1961 with D mint mark Lincoln cent in very fine condition is a fascinating piece of American history, While it might command a high price today, it holds intrinsic value for collectors and historians alike. Keep an eye out for these coins in your pocket change or coin collections, as they offer a tangible link to our past. Next up, we're diving into a fascinating piece from across the pond, the United Kingdom 1-cent coin from 1985. We'll explore its history, design, and most importantly, its collector market value in today's market. Let's get started. The United Kingdom 1-cent coin, often referred to as the 1p coin, has a rich history. The 1985 edition is particularly interesting for several reasons. But first, let's delve into the background of this coin. The UK 1-cent coin was introduced as part of the decimalisation process which took place in 1971. This changeover marked the end of the old pounds, shillings, and pence system, streamlining the British currency system to what we know today. The 1-cent coin is made from bronze and has undergone several design changes over the years. The 1985 1-cent coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, designed by Arnold Machin. This iconic image was used from 1968 to 1984. On the reverse side, we see the crowned portcullis, which is a symbol often associated with the British Parliament. The designer of this side is Christopher Ironside, a renowned British coin designer. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin. The one we're focusing on today is in very fine condition. In numismatics, very fine refers to a coin that shows minor wear on the highest points of the design but still has sharp details. This condition significantly impacts its value among collectors. So, what is the 1985 UK 1-cent coin worth today? Well, the value of this coin can vary based on several factors including rarity, demand, and of course condition. In very fine condition, this coin can fetch a decent price in the collector market. Currently, the 1985 UK 1-cent coin in very fine condition can range between $800,000 to $20,000 in the collector market. This might seem like a lot. It's a significant increase from its face value and a testament to the coin's collectible status. For avid collectors, it's not just about the monetary value, it's about the story, the history, and the craftsmanship behind each coin. The 1985 UK 1-cent coin is a piece of British numismatic history that represents an era of change and modernization in the United Kingdom. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics with a focus on a rare gem, the Weat penny 1 cent from 1939, specifically the version without a mint mark. This little coin holds a lot of history and value in the collector's market today. The 1939 Wheat penny is part of a series of U.S. coins minted from 1909 to 1958 that feature 2 wheat ears on the reverse, hence the name Wheat penny. These coins are beloved among collectors for their historical significance and unique design. What makes the 1939 Wheat penny without a mint mark particularly special is its scarcity. During that year, the Philadelphia Mint, which typically did not place mint marks on its coins, produced a significant number of these pennies. However, due to errors in the minting process and other factors, only a limited number were released into circulation, making them highly sought after by collectors today. When assessing the value of a 1939 Wheat penny without a mint mark, condition plays a crucial role. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with fine condition indicating visible wear but still retaining most of its original detail. A well-preserved example in fine condition can significantly increase its value in the collector's market. Now, let's talk about the exciting part, the collector market value of this coin. As of today, a 1939 Wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition can fetch anywhere from $2 million or more, depending on its specific condition, scarcity, and current market demand. This makes it a valuable addition to any coin enthusiast's collection. Several factors influence the value of this coin. Rarity, historical significance, and even current economic trends all play a role in determining its worth. Additionally, the condition of the coin, including factors like luster, strike quality, and any unique characteristics, can further enhance its value among collectors. In conclusion, the Wheat penny 1 cent 1939, without a mint mark in fine condition, represents not just a piece of American numismatic history, but also a valuable asset in today's collector market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, understanding the intricacies of coins like this can lead to an enriching and rewarding hobby. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insights into the world of coin collecting. Until next time, happy collecting!